Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news, Detroit police have just released the name of a person of interest wanted in connection with the deaths of 3 prostitutes on the east side.
Chief Craig just released these pictures of Kenneth D'Angelo Martin. Take a look here. Here's what Chief Craig just said moments ago.
Person of interest. He's identified as a Martin D'Angelo Kenneth. Martin D'Angelo Kenneth. He's a 34-year-old black male. His height is 5'9", roughly 160 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. He's known to be homeless. He's known to frequent the east side of Detroit.
That update from the chief coming just within the last 10 minutes. Both the mayor and the chief say they're not going to stop until they get the killer behind bars.
And today that meant door-to-door searches through vacant homes surrounding the scenes where each of the 3 bodies were found. Some teams using cadaver dogs to search for bodies. Coco McAvoy has been out following those searches today. Coco, this is a huge break in the case.
Yes, good afternoon. That's right. After searching for 3 days for the possible serial killer, police have just named a person of interest, as you mentioned. Now, he is not being called a suspect in this case, but he is being called a person of interest. Now, we are here at the home on Mack and Mount Elliott, where the 3rd victim was found just this week, and police still need help identifying her. Mayor Mike Duggan and Chief James Craig holding a news conference this morning, calling for peace and answers in the possible serial killer case.
That this violence is just not acceptable.
Over the last 3 months, Nancy Harrison, Travisine Ellis, and another woman were found dead inside of abandoned homes on the east side.
And we didn't start connecting the dots until subsequent locations of victims and residences that, as I oftentimes say, the signature or similarities in the crime scene.
All leading police to believe there's a serial killer out there. And now they need help identifying the 3rd victim found at this home on Mack and Mount Elliott.
What we do know, and what the victim is described as, she's an African-American female, approximately 5 foot tall, roughly 100 pounds. We have no information. We don't know her age.
There's a fear there could be more than just 3 victims, though.
There could be another vacant house on the east side that may have a victim. We have no reason to believe that, but we need to check it out.
Now police and city board-up crews are working alongside each other, searching for people inside of abandoned homes as the hunt for the possible serial killer continues. And again, police have just named a person of interest in this case. They really want to be able to speak to that individual. We have his 2 photos on our website, clickondetroit.com, and all over our social media pages. Of course, if you know anything about this person of interest or anything about this case in general, you're asked to call police. Back to you.
Coco, and we know this is new information. We'll let you get back to work more on this developing story. And one more time, we want to just remind you, Detroit police have just released the name of a person of interest. Take a look here. This is in connection to the deaths of those 3 women on the east side. Chief Craig just released these pictures. His name is Kenneth D'Angelo Martin. We'll have more coming up as we get more information. Devin.
All right, well, prosecutors say this man carjacked, kidnapped, choked, and forcibly drove a woman to ATMs to take her money. James Ferris made his first court appearance in court a short time ago to be arraigned. As we learn more about what happened in this case, that we bring in Sean Lay, who is live in Taylor. He is apparently not a stranger to law enforcement, Sean.
Very long criminal history here for James Ferris. That's his name. We'll dig into that in just a moment. First of all, what we learned here in court just a very short time ago, the police caught Ferris with an airsoft pellet gun they say used in the crime, a cell phone cord allegedly used to strangle his victim, the victim's truck keys and debit card, plus her pickup truck parked right around the corner.
James Ferris. Thank you, sir.
This is 40-year-old James Ferris of Allen Park in court just moments ago on charges of carjacking, assault with intent to murder, and imprisonment. Now take a look. Local 4 obtaining this shot of Ferris, caught on an E-Course gas station security camera after police say he used his victim's ATM card to withdraw $400. Here he could be thinking he killed the woman he is accused of carjacking. first driving her around to ATMs to take out money, then strangling her with her cell charger cord, dumping her body on this road by Eureka and I-75. That woman survived the attack.
Through my experience, that he didn't want to leave a witness. And if you don't have a witness, a lot of times that makes the crime much more difficult to solve.
Taylor police detectives collecting video of Ferris, they say using the woman's bank card, sharing those photos with other police agencies. Detroit police found him with the prostitute and the victim's truck and bank card in southwest Detroit. Back here live, let's talk about Ferris's criminal history. He did time for 2 different armed robberies. He has charges of drugs, forgery. He was on parole for armed robbery up until just last week, May 28th, Devin.
John, what are we hearing about the victim now?
Yesterday, family members said she is doing as well as can be expected, but completely traumatized, as you would expect. Detectives reiterating the very same thing outside of court today.
Can't begin to imagine. All right, Sean. Now to an early morning crash on Detroit's west side that sent 5 people to the hospital, including 4 teenagers.
It happened on West Outer Drive, about a block away from Renaissance High School. Police say a car blew through a stop sign and hit another. The teens, ages 14 to 19, were all taken to the hospital with minor injuries. The other driver, a 28-year-old, is currently in critical condition. Detroit police are trying to figure out which teen was driving at the time of that crash. In a Local 4 News update, the man suspected in a triple LGBTQ murder has been arraigned. Devin Robinson is facing 3 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of assault with intent to murder, and 5 counts of use of a firearm. Prosecutors say on May 25th, 18-year-old Robinson shot and killed 2 gay men and a transgender woman on Detroit's east side. It's also alleged he shot 2 additional people who survived their injuries. Robinson is expected back in court June 21st.
All right, let's turn our attention to the weather. We have been in the Goldilocks zone today. Not too cold, not too hot, just right. But there is a major weather worry right now. A flood warning along the lake shore with record high lake levels. Big concerns about the wind this weekend. And I'm sad to say we have seen this before.
We have, and there are lakeshore flood warnings in effect for Macomb, Wayne, and Monroe counties. Let's get over to Ben right now with more. Ben?
Yeah, guys, the lake levels have been lower at points this season, but the winds have not really been this high when we've seen these lake levels. So talk to some folks along the east side. They're bracing for the worst flooding of the season this weekend. Those warnings technically take effect tonight and last all the way through early Sunday morning. Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie is what we'll be watching. So we'll talk more about the timing of that coming up, but it really is the tale of 2 weekends. Eastsiders going to be worried about the flooding. Everybody else soaking in that sunshine. Temperatures into the low 80s tomorrow with low humidity. And then on Sunday, a little bit different, a lot more clouds, and there is a potential we could see rain before the day's end. So we'll look at the timing on this, all coming up in a few minutes. Guys?
All right, Ben. An alleged attack on a teacher's aide by a student at a Detroit school's special education facility prompted a walkout today over security concerns.
Staffers at the Drew Transition Center say working inside the school just isn't safe. Priya Mann was there today to hear their concerns and found out what the district has to say about it.
We spoke to the parapro or teacher's aide who was assaulted at the Charles R. Drew Transition Center yesterday. He's a 47-year-old man who spent nearly a decade helping the special needs adult students here. He says the attack came out of nowhere.
We were inside the office. He went to cussing and swearing, and next thing you know, I'm getting hit.
That staff member was rushed to Henry Ford Hospital suffering from a closed head injury.
I just heard stand down. That's all I heard was stand down. And I'm not there to hurt anyone. I'm there to follow orders and to help other individuals out. Really, to tell you the truth, I'm afraid.
No safety, no service. Local 4 is not identifying the victim or his colleagues who spoke with us. Many worried they could lose their jobs for talking to the media.
Our staff members, they're tired of getting beat up. They're getting slammed. Myself, I've been kicked in the stomach by like a 5'10" male with like a 10.5 shoe.
On Friday, support staff protested outside the facility demanding safer working conditions.
Our biggest problem is that we don't want to hurt the students. But if we're in fear of our lives, we're going to protect ourselves.
The transition center serves adults with special needs, ranging from autism to the severely impaired.
Now, 18 to 26 years old, they're giants, okay?
and we do not feel that we're safe in this building.
The school has a few security guards on site, but staff say that's not enough. They want DPS-CD officers on campus.
We do it and we give of ourselves. We donate everything we have. We go to food banks, do whatever we need to do to take care of these kids, and then we can't even come in and at least feel safe. That's not okay.
And some staff members actually want to take it a step further. They want DPD officers in the school so that they can press charges in case there's another assault. Meanwhile, the district did release a statement. It reads in part, "We plan to meet with teachers and support staff to better understand how we can support them to reduce violent incidents and protect them when students manifest their worst behaviors due to their special needs." And again, that was the district responding tonight. Reporting live from Detroit, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Sounds like they want to cooperate, Priya. So you spoke to staff members following that meeting. Has there been any progress?
Yeah, actually, that meeting just wrapped up. The few staff members I spoke to, they said it was a positive experience, that DPS-CD officers will be on campus until those security guards are trained. So that's a step in the right direction. Of course, they're concerned for ongoing safety issues.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, Priya.
You are definitely going to need to break out the GPS for this one.
A critical closure happening all weekend that's going to make getting downtown anything but easy.
Also, the tribute to a Detroit police sergeant killed off duty that left her sister in tears. We've got that coming up in just a minute.
And before we go to break, we are continuing to follow that breaking news. We're just going to update you on it right now on the search for a serial killer in Detroit. Police Chief James Craig just announced within the last 15-20 minutes or so that they are looking for this man. Take a look at your screen. He is being called a person of interest in the murders of 3 women on the city's east side. His name is Kenneth D'Angelo Martin. Police say he's 34 years old and is said to be homeless. Police think he may have information in the deaths of the 3 women, all found in vacant homes. We'll have an update on this breaking news coming up again at 5:30. We'll be